Hey guys, what's going on? It is Chris here once again. We are looking ahead to today's slate for the 12th of February. Once again, hopefully, you guys all did pretty good last night. A lot of chaos kind of happened yesterday, right? With Plumlee, Tyler Hero tried to change some things out. A couple guys left during the game. Oladipo and his Cantor got hurt, came back. Frank Mason left. So yeah, there is quite a bit of quite a bit of activity yesterday. So hopefully, like I said, you guys did pretty good. As normal, if you guys do go on to like the video, leave a like. I appreciate it quite a bit. And also hit that sub button as well. We do NBA Fanduel lineup advice videos almost every single day for you guys. So if you guys could help me out, hit that sub button. Definitely would appreciate it. So, we had to change our lineup last night. We did have Plumlee, so we had to change him out. We had a really solid line if Plumlee did play, but obviously he didn't here. We had it was Plumlee, Kelly Oubre, and then we had Daniel Theis in there. So yeah, we had a pretty good one overall, but we changed it a little bit. We went and got Vukovic in there. That's literally the only way that we could have went. So we scored a 306.9, as you see there. Not too bad. 1,364. I made a couple adjustments to this one. I played this one as you see here. This was the main one I played, but also made a couple other adjustments to it. I put in Bacon and James Ennis in there as well, and that obviously went off as well with a 325. So, but right here, this was the one that was the original 306 right here with the Plumlee news. So once again, that is 4 in a row for us. We'd love for you guys to come join us. All you need to do, hit us up on Twitter. That will be down there in the comment section below. Click that link, and it'll send you right to our page. Message us, and also give us a follow. Would appreciate it. And like I said, can get you signed up before today's slate. So definitely hit us up. So anyway, we have a pretty big 9-gamer, I think, today. So, sorry, 11-gamer. Got a pretty massive one. We got some entries to look at. Nothing too crazy. But let's definitely get into it. So we have Minnesota in Charlotte. So I think there's actually quite a bit of value in this one. Even if Graham does play, I still think LaMelo should be fine. He's not a top priority, but definitely could give him a look. If Graham's out again, Rozier honestly offers pretty good value at 6,400. So I think Rozier could get about the same amount as Lonzo, right? 35-40. But LaMelo. LaMelo has a lot higher upside, but I think Terry is in a half decent spot as well. All right, so Russell's going to be out. Edwards is your GPP boomer bust play. All right, so Towns is back, and it looked like it had affected him a little bit. So that's your boomer bust play right there. Don't mind Miles Bridges once again. Malik Beasley's getting up there, but like I said, this could be another half decent spot. But as I said, it looked like they got affected a little bit with Towns coming back on the 10th, even though he only shot 15 times, but still that hurt him a little bit. But also, like I said, they were facing the Clippers, so that's another reason. But Edwards though only had 9 shots. That's a big one right there. But like I said, a little bit easier team in Charlotte. So you can look at Beasley. I think he's a little overpriced here. Hayward, he's been absolute trash, but you can look at him here against Minnesota. Towns, you could give him a shot. I mean, still played, 31 minutes, had a 23% usage, still had 34 points against a pretty good Clipper team. So face him up against Cody Zeller and the Hornets, I think he can easily do half decent. So, but he is 10-1. It's not like you're getting a discount. He's more of a GPP play. So the main guys I'm looking at here is LaMelo in a GPP. Terry Rozier, if Graham is out, once again, more of a cash game play. And Edwards and Beasley and Towns are more of a GPP play as well. But you should get Minnesota at really low ownership if you do decide to go that way. New York and Washington, probably not the highest total here. Beal's out. New York does play slow. I don't think this game plays that quick, to be honest with you. It's going to be a little bit of an uptick here for New York, but with Beal being out, it's going to slow the game down quite a bit. Westbrook 8-7. Without Beal, I don't know. I don't really have him. 11 gamer. I don't think you really need a ton of them. Alec Burks may be worth a look. I do still like Randall here. A little bit of uptick spot for him could get you about 45 as normal. But overall, I really don't have anyone from that game, unless for some reason that total is a little bit higher than I'm expecting. San Antonio, Atlanta, 228. Atlanta by 1. So on paper, this should be a little bit better game. As I kind of told you about Trae Young, right? He was kind of that wild card play, could go off or not. Faster paced game here once again, so I don't mind going to him. Could look at DeJounte, got destroyed versus Golden State. Got to remember he had 8 steals, so that's why he had 65, but he still did pretty dang solid. But he's right now kind of a wild card play at 7,500. You can look at DeRozan. I know, like I said, he's been up and down, but a little bit better without Aldridge. And, against Atlanta, I think he could be half decent. Don't mind going back to Kevin Huerter, 5,300 is pretty dang cheap for sure. Gallinari could be worth a GPP play. He's playing 25 and 30 minutes. He's probably going to be playing about 30, 32 minutes here. So he only shot 2 for 12, but he still shot 12 times and still had 19. So I think Gal definitely could be a GPP value play for you. Collins looked pretty good the last couple games. Shots looking half decent, but 7-6 is a little much, but maybe worth a look in a couple. And that's mostly it. So looking at a little bit of Young, more of a cash game play. Murray's more of a GPP boom or bust. I do definitely like Kevin Huerter at 5.3. DeRozan could definitely bounce back here, maybe for about 40, 45. And I do like Gallinari as a GPP value play as well. So definitely a couple of good value plays in that one. Pelicans, Dallas, 233. Dallas by 2 in this one. So once again, should be pretty good on paper. 11-2, if you can afford him, get him in there. But dang, he's expensive. Lonzo's been playing better. Give him a look at 6'9". I'm not going to play him, but Kyra Lewis randomly got 24 minutes. He had 20 and 24. Kind of interesting right there. I'm not sure why. He's getting an uptick in minutes in the last 3 games, so maybe a DK play. I'm not sure. I don't really like Josh or Tim Hardaway. They're so streaky. Same as Ingram. If he's on, he's on. They expect this one to stay close, so he's going to have to be a part of it. Kid Staps didn't look crazy good, but you can look at him. Only had 19 minutes. He had 5 fouls, so that's probably the reason there. So Kid Staps and Zion, both these guys get foul trouble, but both of them are worth a look. Hernan Gomez didn't do a ton, but he's okay, but I don't think you really need to go that way. So probably going to be looking at Porzingis, Zion as your 2 main guys. Lonzo a little bit, and Luka Doncic as well. But man, he's so expensive for sure. All right, Clippers, Chicago 228, Clippers by 6. So right away you got to look at Kawhi Leonard getting up there, but usually doing pretty good without Paul George. Struggle against Sacramento, but definitely got to be looking at him. I don't have a ton of these Chicago guys really. Marcus hasn't been that great. How's Ibaka been doing? Not great either. So yeah, man, literally Kawhi in this one, and that's really it. Beverly's back. Probably going to be on Zach LaVine. Lou Williams has been playing a little better. That's up to you guys if you want to go that way. 23, 22, 29, and 28 minutes. Having a massive usage rate, so I guess Lou and Kawhi Leonard are going to be the 2 that you're going to look at in this one. Detroit, Boston, back-to-back for Detroit. I'm expecting Blake Griffin to sit here, maybe. I mean, they could be down Griffin and Plumlee, because Plumlee's game-time decision with an elbow injury, I don't think he's going to play here. But if they're both out, you're going to have to go Stewart once again. Dumboya, he might get some more minutes. I'm not going to play him, but he'll get minutes. Bay might play, but I'm not really going to play those dudes, but they're going to get minutes. So I don't have a ton of these guys. DeLon Wright, still worth a look, I think, but definitely got to play Stewart if those guys are out once again. Josh Jackson looked half decent. Came off the bench, only played 24 minutes. A little concerning to me. Still had a 33% usage rate, but maybe look at him. But overall, I really don't have a ton in this game at all. What's his face? He started, and he did pretty good. He had played 30 minutes, so if he gets a start, maybe a GPP wildcard play. I'm not sure if Walker is going to play or not. If not, maybe Peyton Pickard could be worth a look here. But not a ton in that one there. Unless there's some injuries or people resting. Keep an eye on that one. OKC in Denver. Once again, OKC really doesn't have anyone. It's going to be about the same as last time. The only interesting thing is Roby's questionable. But besides that, it's literally the same dudes. So Diallo, Al Horford, Dort, all these guys are going to get extended minutes and usage rates. So even if it's not the best matchup, even as we saw against the Lakers, still got to put those guys in there. I feel like they're just going to get a ton of usage for sure. You can look at Kendrick, but 5'2", I hate the dude just because he's so up and down. But he's been playing better as well. On this Denver side, I really don't have a ton. I really don't. Michael Porter, I guess Jokic kind of got into Michael Porter and he kind of stepped up with a 40 bomb. So I guess Porter could be worth a look. But overall, nothing too crazy on that Denver side. All right, Milwaukee, Utah, 232. That's a massive total here in for these two teams with a one spread. So they're expecting this one to be pretty high. I think it goes a little under that, to be honest with you. Like I said, they have been playing quick most of the year. They've been taking a ton of threes. Utah has one of the most in the league. So look at Mitchell, look at Dante. For sure, Clarkson's worth a look in a GPP. Middleton looks like he's fighting it the last couple games. He's worth a look. Even if Utah is a good defense, it is going to be a fast-paced game. I'd probably take Giannis over Luka if that's the way you're going to go, and that's probably who would I go there. So Middleton, Luka, Dante, and a little bit of Clarkson maybe in a GPP, and definitely look at Donovan Mitchell as well. I'm not too into Brian Forbes here in this one. All right, we got a ton of them. Memphis and the Lakers. So Lakers without AD are really not playing that great, right? We saw that against OKC. They barely beat OKC, and then they barely beat them again. So they're not playing too great without AD. But like I said, I don't think we're going to get any word on AD before lock. He's having an Achilles injury, so they may be very careful with him, right? Because as we know, that's a very sensitive area there, right there. So. But also on the flip side, right, the Memphis has nobody for today's game. Let's go look at it, right? So we got Clark's out once again. Winslow's going to be out. Desmond Bane's going to be out once again. And Melton's going to be out as normal. So, yeah, they're hurting quite a bit. I think you can go look at Val once again. Maybe not the best matchup, but we saw how Al Horford did at 7K. I still think you can look at Val. Tillman doesn't really play a ton of minutes. Kyle Anderson could be worth a look, get some couple rebounds in there. Also, his usage is going up. So this one could be maybe a half-decent game if Mr. Davis is out here. And then, once again, I don't think a lot of people are really playing him, man, but Dennis Schroeder's looking good without AD. He's playing massive minutes and literally almost identical numbers to the last 3 games. So Schroeder, usually low-owned, definitely worth a look in the player pool. All right, 2 games left. Cleveland, Portland. Definitely a huge uptick here for Cleveland with a 222 total. Lillard, I don't know if I really have him tonight. Garland was not good against Denver, but a lot of these Cleveland guys were not. But I really like these guys tonight. I think they're half decent plays. Garland, Sexton, and Drummond are the 3 I'm really looking at here. Like I said, their prices all dropped, and they've been not playing that great, but as we know, we kind of saw what Philly did last night, right? A lot of their guys went off, so definitely like Cleveland here in this spot. And then, like I said, I do like Drummond. Absolute trash, man. Only played 16 minutes. But yeah, I definitely could see him coming back tonight. We saw how Joel Embiid did tonight against Cantor, I guess last night. We'll have to see if Cantor plays. I don't know if you guys saw, but he had a pretty massive injury on his face, blood everywhere. If you haven't seen that, definitely go look at it. But he did come back, but maybe a concussion, right? We saw the same thing happen with Covington a couple weeks ago. So keep an eye on Ennis. I wouldn't be surprised if he sat with a concussion here. If he did, maybe Carmelo gets in the starting lineup, and maybe he could be worth a look. But yeah, those are the 3 Cleveland guys I'm really looking at. Let me go look at Chetty. Has he been doing anything? He has not been doing anything. This dude came and played some minutes, a couple, but like I said, those are the 3 guys that I'm really looking at for Cleveland. And like I said, if Kenner's out, you can look at Covington or Carmelo or something like that to get a couple extra rebounds. Orlando, Sacramento, once again, these late games, these are literally all where all the question marks are, right? Fournier and Cole Anthony or game time decisions once again. I wouldn't be surprised if Cole Anthony played in this one. Fournier, I don't think he will, but like I said, we'll have to see. And then Frank Mason, right? He got hurt last night. And just like what the first couple minutes, unfortunately. So yeah, Orlando's hurt as normal. If Cole and Evan and Frank are all out again, you have to go to Orlando. And I would definitely be making some late swaps for sure to get this game in here because these guys saw a ton of uptick. Dwayne Bacon, one guy I went to, 22% usage rate. Dude saw 18 shots at 32.1. So Bacon, Ennis, and Vuk, I think you got to look at those dudes again. Other guys that might get some minutes is Chuma here, another guy that's playing half decent. So yeah, you got to be looking at definitely if, like I said, if you guys are available and all those guys are out, I would recommend late swap because I think this Sacramento game could be good if all those guys are out. On that Sacramento side, I don't have a ton. Fox is worth a look. But I don't think this game's going to play that fast, so I'm not going to have a ton of him. So what we're going to do, we're going to be a little bit different. Let me know if you guys like it or not. Usually I provide a couple players in a lineup. What we're going to do here, we're going to do a player pool of 5 for each position. That's what I'm going to do. And so to kind of give you guys an idea of what I'm looking at, right? That's kind of how I make a lot of my lineups. I have about 5 to 6 guys per position, and then I let my projections do the rest and pick and choose what I want. So that's what we're going to do tonight. So we're going to go Trae Young as one of them. LaMelo's more of a GPP play for sure. I do like Diallo. Lonzo has been playing pretty good in a high total here. That's 3. We got Dennis Schroeder. And I'm going to go probably Garland. I would recommend probably Dennis Schroeder over Garland if AD is out. That's just the way I would go there. All right, so that did not work. My bad. I only excluded a little bit, but let's do it again. See if I remember. All right, Trae Young. If you want to go Luka, have at it for sure, but he's a little bit cheaper. So that's honestly a toss-up between however you're feeling. Like I said, I kind of forgot where I went. My bad. And then I think I went these two. Yeah. So that's where we're going to go there. Shooting guards. Let's see here. Mitchell, DeRozan. I like those two. Let's see what else. Oh yeah, and also if Graham's out, you could definitely take out Garland and put in Terry Rozier for sure. That's definitely what I would do if Graham is out. I do like Garland, but Rozier has way more upside for sure. All right, we got 3. Like I said, check on that Orlando stuff. If they're all out, Terrence Ross once again probably going to be a lock. So that's 3 there. And then you got Bacon as well. All right. 4 and 5. All right, small forwards. We'll go look at Leonard, Middleton. Got 2 there. Let's go cheap with Gal as kind of a cheap GPP play. Let's see what else we got. As I mentioned with OKC, like those guys as well. I'm only putting 5 guys in here. Go LeBron, and I guess we'll go Ingram right there. If you don't want to go LeBron, Hayward, Beasley, one of those guys is fine. Power forwards, do like Giannis, Randall, Porzingis. Let's see. Theis, once again, don't mind him. Let me go look over here. A little bit easier to look on here since they're priced with players that are actually playing. I'd probably go Kyle here. Centers. Fook, once again, not bad. Drummond. And as I mentioned, if Cantor's out for some reason, I don't mind Covington or Carmelo. And then obviously Stewart if Plumlee's out once again, and if he starts for him. Al Horford. Let's go back over here. My bad, guys. Taking a little bit. Oh yeah, there he is, Val. I was looking for Val. And then I'll have one more for you. Nobody really cheap. I guess, like I said, more of a GPP, but we'll go Towns or something like that. So, literally, like right there, that's a player pool for you guys. That's kind of what I do, right? So I pick about 5 per position. Like I said, you guys can use this or put a couple guys in that you would rather have, and use projections and create a couple lineups and see what you get, right? And see how it goes. Like I said, this could change because of injuries, as I told you. So keep that in mind. But a little bit player pool is kind of what I do. Like I said, to create my lineup. So, or even if you want to create your own, I would recommend doing something like this, right? 20, 30 players, create your player pool, get some projections, and see how it goes. So that is mostly it. A little bit longer than normal. But let me know. Do you want me just to create a lineup, or do you guys want me to have a player pool for you? Let me know. I know that took a little bit longer than normal. My bad. Like I said, they don't have their projections up, so it has a whole bunch of people that are injured, and I listed it by salary. So there's a ton of guys that shouldn't have been there, but you know we'll get used to it. So yeah, let me know as normal. Leave a like, appreciate it. Hit that sub button as well. And like I said, it was a pretty good night once again for us. That is now 4 in a row. So if you want to come join, hit us up on our Twitter in the comment section below. Click that link and send us a message and a follow while you guys are there. Definitely would appreciate it. So all right, guys, that is it. We will see you guys here on Saturday.